Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news. The buzz around the NFL is heating up, and for Cowboys fans, this could be one of the most exciting rumors we've seen in recent memory. Rumors are swirling that the Dallas Cowboys might be making a bold move to acquire Ja'Marr Chase from the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, you heard that right. Chase, one of the most explosive young receivers in the league, could be heading to Dallas, and if it happens, it might just reshape our offense and give Dak Prescott a serious shot in the arm. The NFL rumor mill has been buzzing with reports from sources at NFL.com suggesting that the Bengals might be open to trading Chase in exchange for 2 first-round picks, specifically the 2026 and 2027 drafts. That's a hefty price, but it signals just how highly the Cowboys are believed to be considering this move. Right now, the Bengals are sitting at a disappointing 4-9 record with a hefty cap hit of around $8 million coming due by December 2025. With their season essentially lost and facing the reality of a rebuild, Cincinnati is looking at the possibility of moving some of their assets to free up cap space and focus on the future. Their defense has allowed an average of 31.8 points per game, and their offense, despite having Joe Burrow and Chase, has been inconsistent, especially with injuries and a lack of offensive consistency. The Bengals need to make some tough decisions, and trading Chase could be the best way to maximize their draft capital and rebuild for a brighter future. For the Cowboys, though, this isn't just about adding a talented receiver. It's about transforming the entire offense. Chase, who's been absolutely electric in 2025, has been lighting up defenses with his YAC, yards after catch, averaging over 41 yards per game, leading the league in explosive plays. In the current season, he's caught 91 passes on 139 targets for over 15 yards and 5 touchdowns in just 12 games. His stats are phenomenal, but what really sets him apart is how he elevates the offense in big moments. He's capable of turning short plays into massive gains, giving Dak Prescott a real deep threat and a reliable target who can create mismatch nightmares for defenses. Chase's profile is nothing short of spectacular. His career stats already surpass 50 receiving yards and 40 touchdowns, and he's been graded with a PFF receiving grade of 97, an elite mark. His yards per route run sit at an impressive 264, and he consistently produces 500-plus yards after catch annually. His ability to win contested catches at a 60% rate makes him a deep threat and a clutch performer. His targeted rating of over 110 and EPA per target of plus 0.15 show that he's not just a big play receiver, but also a highly efficient one. Comparing him early in his career to Jerry Rice might seem like a stretch, but the potential is there. He's targeted on about 30% of his routes, and his explosiveness is what makes him such a game changer. Adding Chase to the Dallas offense would be a massive upgrade. His presence would open up more space for CeeDee Lamb, creating mismatches all over the field. The Cowboys' offensive production could see a jump from around 24.2 points per game to close to 35, as Chase's ability to generate big plays and YAC would elevate the entire attack. His deep targets and ability to stretch the field would give Dak more options and make the offense even more unpredictable. Plus, with Lamb drawing coverage, Chase's explosiveness in the red zone would increase, leading to more scoring opportunities, especially in critical moments. It's the kind of move that could push the Cowboys to a new level, especially in a division where every game counts. From a strategic standpoint, this trade makes a ton of sense for the Cowboys. The Bengals are desperate to shed cap space and rebuild, and their 4-9 record shows that they're already looking ahead. They'd be willing to part ways with Chase to secure draft capital, especially given their need to extend Joe Burrow and manage their roster's financial future. The Cowboys can offer 2 first-round picks, which could be a game-changer for Cincinnati, enabling them to restock their arsenal of young talent and focus on future seasons. For Dallas, acquiring Chase would mean they're not just adding a receiver. They're adding a game-changing weapon who can elevate their entire offensive attack, making them more dangerous in the playoffs and beyond. Now, let's talk about the impact this could have in the postseason. Chase's YAC, yards after catch, is projected to be over 500 yards, and that's exactly the kind of explosive element that can turn close games in Dallas' favor. His ability to create big plays, combined with Dak Prescott's improved efficiency, especially in high-pressure moments, could make the Cowboys a nightmare for opposing defenses. The combination of Chase and Lamb would give Dallas one of the most dynamic receiving corps in the league, capable of stretching the field and exploiting mismatches. Imagine the possibilities: big plays early in the game, sustained drives, and red zone threats. Chase's presence could boost Dak's EPA per target significantly, making the passing game more efficient and explosive. This move might also change the way defenses approach Dallas. With Chase on the field, teams would have to account for a receiver who can turn any route into a potential house call. His ability to generate yards after the catch would open up running lanes for Tony Pollard and others, making the offense more balanced and unpredictable. The Cowboys could become one of the most potent offenses in the league, especially if they continue to improve their offensive line and running game. The synergy between Chase and Lamb would be akin to a modern-day version of a dynamic duo, creating mismatches all over the field. Looking ahead, the odds for the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl could see a significant boost if this trade goes through. Chase's impact isn't just immediate, it's long-term. His presence could elevate the Cowboys' offensive efficiency, reduce turnovers, and make them a serious contender in the NFC. The odds, which currently sit at around plus 6,600, could shorten to plus 1,500 or better, especially if he proves to be the X factor in the playoffs. Historically, Joe Burrow and Chase have been a lethal combo, boosting each other's stats by about 20% in EPA and overall performance. If Dallas can tap into even a fraction of that magic, the sky's the limit. And let's not forget, this trade could be the start of a new chapter for the Cowboys. After a season that's seen its share of ups and downs, making a bold move like this signifies that Dallas is serious about contending now. With Chase adding explosiveness and big play capability, the Cowboys could finally break through the NFC East's defenses, which have been a thorn in their side in recent years. The division is highly competitive, but with Chase, Dallas could be the team that dominates in the air and on the ground, making it almost impossible for opponents to keep up. In conclusion, this potential trade marks what many are calling a renaissance for the Cowboys. It's a bold, aggressive move that signals they're not content with just making the playoffs. They want to win the Super Bowl. Chase's explosiveness, combined with Dallas's existing talent and strategic play calling, could be the perfect formula for a deep playoff run. This is the kind of move that could define a season and set the tone for the Cowboys' future. Fans are buzzing, analysts are speculating, and the NFL world is watching closely. If this trade happens, it might just be the catalyst that propels Dallas back to the top of the NFC and into the elite echelon of NFL teams. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what's your take, Cowboys Nation? Do you think adding Ja'Marr Chase is the move that takes us to the next level? Would you trade 2 first-round picks for a receiver who could transform our offense and help us chase that elusive Super Bowl? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below. Your opinion means a lot to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with this kind of move, we're all in for an incredible ride. Let's go, boys.